Welcome back to WFMJ Community Connection. I have a good friend that I used to work with here at WFMJ, and he told me about Mark Wagner and American Atlantic. I didn't know what it was, and I said, what's going on? He says, well, he's going to have an event, and I wanted to know if you could put it on your community calendar. And I said, I would love to, but what the heck is it? What is American Atlanta? What is it? And he said, well, it's new. It's on Route 422, right where Wilson Street intersects, I believe there. But I've got the one and only Mark Wagner with me. And he wrote this little pamphlet, and it's called Life's Final Gate, Preparing Your Heart, Preparing Your Finances, and Your Family for the Passing of a Loved One. How many of you had someone that just, unfortunately, during COVID passed away? GoFundMe, didn't have prepared. We need to be prepared. Mr. Wagner, thank you for coming to WFMJ Community Connection, and welcome. Share with us this vital, important information.
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. I'm delighted to be here. There's a lot to say, but on this particular segment, we've all had to go to a funeral because a loved one unexpectedly passed away. And sometimes you just don't have the words to say. And as many times as the older you get, you've had that unfortunate experience. What do you say? So I have this little pamphlet that's divided in half that tells you about some of the emotional considerations to go through, like why is that person not wanting to talk to me because they're kind of backing off, or they're trying to develop their own mind spiritually. But the second half of the book is dealing with some of the financial and legal things that you should or shouldn't do. And sometimes what happens is people with good intentions will come over and say, oh, Sally, you don't have to do anything. Well, the fact and circumstances, she may have to do something rather quickly, and maybe the best thing she needs to do is not do anything for a period of time.
Amen.
So good advice, and that's what we offer, is to help people prepare their settlement estates. We have estate planning attorneys all across the country, all 50 states. So if you have to get your revocable trust set up, your living will, power of attorneys. And I tell you, one of the things that's very interesting, no matter how many people we go to, and I've been sitting at kitchen tables for decades right now. I used to have brown hair when I started, right?
Well, the gray looks good.
Well, gun barrel gray, right? So one of the things I find out is how many people don't have their beneficiaries designated properly. They changed life insurances, they have a blended marriages, a death occurred. They don't know. And then all of a sudden their family is in array at the end. Their legacy is now corrupted because now the money's not going where they want it to go, or even in a fast time frame. So that's the one book, Life's Final Gate. And this book, Building Financial Fences, went to Amazon's bestseller list, just also international, just a week or so ago.
Wow, congratulations.
So, thank you. And these two kind of tie together, where this one just talks about different kind of stories and things that actually help you financially with your property and casualty, which is what American Atlantic does, your home and auto insurance, your business, also your health insurance.
It all ties together.
It ties together because what I refer to is your cash cow. So if you can keep the building your fences around your cow.
Talk about the fences. Talk about that. Talk about the 4 fences. I mean, we talked preliminarily before Mark came on, but he talked about these 4 fences, and I wanted to share it with you. So talk about that.
Everybody knows if you got a cow, you got to put a fence up around it, right? A fence tells the dumb cow to stay in. It tells your neighbors to stay out, including Uncle Sam. I paid my taxes, but there's a point where enough is enough. So if you have your 4 fences, one being legal, we've already hinted at that with your identity theft. That's big in America today. Every 2 seconds, your identity is being taken.
Wow.
We have prepaid legal to help with that, your revocable trust. The other fence, the second one, will be your health care. Well, today you may be working for a company, but tomorrow you're not. You could even be self-employed. Well, how do I get my health care? People go on strike to have benefits, and sometimes they're like, where do I get the best benefits? And of course, Medicare, we all heard about that through October through December. And then we have our retirement planning. Well, we have retirement programs that we are strategic business consultants. We actually help you with your retirement plan because the market's so volatile right now. So if you're losing money in your IRA, your 401k, we've had some people literally commit suicide because they've lost their money, and some of our clients over in Hawaii and things like that. And so we all see the disruptiveness that finances cost. The divorce rate is up, the stress level is up. So if we can help make sure that you don't lose your hard-earned money, well, that fence is up. We don't want the cow to get out through there. So if you've got your health, your retirement planning, your legal, those areas, those fences, what we can do is to make sure that your cow doesn't get out and you keep your money in. So that's the whole idea of the building
Keep your
financial
cash cow.
fences. Keep your cash cow in the fence, right?
I love it. What a good analogy, though. I mean, and it's a good analogy that the normal layperson could understand. Where can people find that book? It's on Amazon, you say.
It is on Amazon, just Building Financial Fences, or you can obviously look under Mark Wagner, and this one's up too. And we just actually came out this week with a new magazine that we're publishing to just try to help people become aware of businesses in action. And you should like that word, right?
Yes, yes.
So we have that out. So we're just trying to let people become more aware of different things that's out there before it's too late. You know, prepare. And readiness will allow you to be able to avoid that financial loss. And so if you look at if you take money out because let's say your house burned down, you didn't get all the money from the insurance company, or because you had a water leak. And what if you missed out getting, let's say, $12,000 or $15,000 and you can't afford to pay the contractor? Where do you get the money? So a lot of people will come. Well, the lottery, they call up and say, Mark, I got to take money out of my 401k. Well, why are you going to do that? If you had a public adjuster, which is one of our license, we actually adjust it for you on behalf of you against the insurance company to help you get the money you're supposed to get and paid fairly. So now you didn't disrupt your 401k to get money that you could have had if you'd filed your claim properly. So there's just all the different ways of just keeping your money where it's supposed to be, keep it safe and sound, help build your credit repair. We do that as well. And all of those things just to help you keep your money safe.
Well, you're going to have an event that's coming up. Can you tell my viewers about the event, and where and when it will be, and
Thank you so much. We have an event at the Magic Tree over in Boardman on the 24th. We have a lunch and a dinner. Seating is limited. So if you call them or look up the Magic Tree, there's...
I got a graphic with your number on there. We'll show it on the screen.
Right, and so we're going to do about a 40-minute free lunch, free dinner, and I'm going to talk about some events that are with the market volatility, specifically about retirement planning, a little bit about revocable trust. We have an attorney and a tax person there, and just to try to help give you some information as to good information allows you to be more prepared.
Okay, you want people, there's the number. I stole your logo.
Yes.
Stole it all.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
But you want people to register. Is there a fee to attend?
There is no fee, and we're even what I call an eating meeting, just a country boy. We're going to feed you emotionally and also just get your belly some food for lunch and dinner. Great food out at the Magic Tree, and they're hosting us there. And so just come out. We'll spend about 45 minutes to an hour talking about a couple particular subjects, what I call areas of concern on the 4 fences, and you pick off what you want to do, and then that way we can come and specifically and discreetly talk about your concerns and try to find a plan of action that would help you out.
And keep your cash cow
keep
inside
the cash
of
cow.
the fence.
Yes, ma'am.
I really love that analogy, Mark. It's really great. I mean, and like I said, you're putting it as the guy on the radio. His name is Joe Madison. Putting it where the goats can get it. You're putting it out there where the normal layperson can understand what you're saying, and that's what you're going to create when you have this meet and eat and greet and educate. That's going to happen on the 28th, is it?
The 24th.
24th.
Tuesday, next Tuesday.
At the Magic Tree. And they have great Reuben sandwiches. I just know that for
They do. There's another story on that, isn't there?
Right?
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come visit me here at WFMJ Community Connection and spending some time. And I'm hoping that in the future, would you come back? And
I would love to.
As new ideas come to you and new things, maybe quarterly, you can come in and give us a rundown. You could be our financial expert in this way.
Well, we'll talk about one fence every quarter. How's that?
Oh, that would be phenomenal. Okay,
right.
That would be phenomenal.
Right.
Well, thank you for joining me this morning,
My pleasure.
sir.
Thank you for having me.
And I loved meeting you. Thank you. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, it's time for the Oh Wow moment with Miss Eleni, the Science Lady. We will be right back.